So over 8 million people have been left behind and are refugees of war.
Yeah.
And some of them have stayed in the towns even as they're on the front lines,
Oh,
and
yeah.
they're literally out there fighting Russian troops. Like there have been we've seen visuals of people coming out of their homes and like going straight into the fight. Like it's
Yeah.
just okay. Like that's what we do now. So what's your perspective of on those people who
Yeah.
decide yeah, I'm staying. I'm literally going to get out of my house and fight. Nobody has to ask
Yeah.
me, I that's what I'm gonna do. How does that?
Yeah, it's really interesting. And some aren't getting out to fight. They're just going about their daily life and like nothing's happened. And there's two main categories a lot fall under, and that's either older folks, elderly, or poverty,
Mm,
or people living in poverty. So,
hmm
and the comparison I draw is like here in the U.S. when every time there's like a flooding or like giant wildfires, you always see people in the news like, "I'm not leaving my house no matter what. This is where this is my home." Yada yada. So
Yeah,
there's definitely that attitude that exists in war situations too, of like, "This is home.
yeah.
I'm not leaving." For the elderly, the idea of like becoming a refugee and like getting bounced around from wherever they might end up
They
planning.
don't have time for that. Literally,
Exactly. And
figuratively, like no.
yeah, and there's a fear of like, where will I end up? What area? What will the living situation be? So there's
Right.
a lot of obviously fear around leaving, even though there's a missiles landing in your neighbor's front yard. So that's a big part of it. But yeah, that in terms of those that fight too, it's pretty amazing because a lot of times they don't really have a whole lot to fight with either. But the civilians that have kind of stuck around the front lines have played a pretty key role in a lot of these battles as well, of helping give either intelligence to the Ukrainian military or actually taking out people themselves as well. So.